Peru Aten. Okay? Gotta roll off your tongue, if you know what I mean. Okay? My husband is Akhenaten. Okay? Let's talk about it. Okay? The 18th dynasty. Okay? What? What? Hitler, what? Oh, negative blood, what? Oh, negative blood, what? Okay. Okay. So, this is so crazy. So, I was guided to share this message, okay? Especially for people who feel like they resonate with having a past life, okay, in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Curses aren't myths when it comes to people disturbing the resting places of powerful ancient beings, okay? And then I'm the queen of earth. Okay? So, it was crazy. So, I was guided to this HBO series. Okay, it's called Theodosia. And you know what? If my daughter didn't have my other phone right now, I would actually look that up because I'm being guided to actually look up Theodosia and see what that means. And I'm watching it, and they're in 1906, okay? The first episode of this season is called The Eye of Horus, okay? Sources saying it's go time. It's go time. So they were excavating a Egyptian tomb called Haram Hab, okay? Then I wrote O negative blood type, all right? So like I was saying, it was a lot of signs and synchronicities in this one episode. I've only watched one episode. I also picked up Falcon picky eaters, okay? So you might be a picky eater, okay? And they were excavating these Egyptian caves, and Neferu Aten, okay, or Nefertari, okay, different names, but you know what I'm saying? The soul is the same. You know what I'm saying? The soul is the same. And that's what I feel like people, they don't want to absorb that. Because yes, we are descendants of royalty, but when you are in the face of royalty, you know what I'm saying? Honor thy mother, honor thy father, the people who are sent here to give you the answers that you seek, that you've been asking for. The high priestess, okay, of the Anunnaki. Like, come on now. Neteru, Ea, okay, okay. Dang, I wanna reveal my twin flame. My hands is like, my arms is like, I mean. So these people had a permit to dig, and of course they're not, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, a certain descendant to be even having any type of, in my opinion, this is just how I feel. I kind of feel bad for feeling this, but that's just me getting over feeling bad about telling the truth, because I feel like that's universal. And that's why I've been guided to like open up. There's something going on that, you know, that stems from, you know, my past life, meaning when I was a child. Because when you go through that shadow work, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like our ancestors are guiding all of us to do, to stop being ashamed of the truth. It's like people want you to feel bad about things that you have proof. Akhenaten, okay? Young Pharaoh is my soulmate, okay? Young Pharaoh, you're my twin flame, okay? I am me and you is, we is you. Okay? Look, all they gotta do is check the charts. Check the charts. It's in the stars, okay? It's in the stars. Okay? It's in the stars. The lady and the Lord. Okay? So the two younger, okay, so there was a husband and a wife. They were excavating in Egypt and they had a boy and a girl, right? And so the boy and the girl went to go excavate this certain cage, and they found a tomb, and it was an amulet on one of the mummies. I was like, that's crazy, because she had found a like a small, what would you call it? It was an artifact, but it was Bassett. It was a Bassett. You know what I'm saying? I said Bassett. You know what I'm saying? Angela. I just seen her name earlier. But it was Bassett, right? So, this is so magical and powerful. That's what I said. Many names, but the soul stays the same. Do you want to encore? Okay, look. You might motherfucking prop. Shout my channel out. Okay? You know who you are. I know who you are. And the thing is, I can't tell you all my abilities though. It'll take all the fun out of the things. You know what I'm saying? Are you thinking that I'm not a supreme being? Okay? So, protected in the afterlife, okay? He was wearing an amulet. This priest was wearing an amulet that, you know, shined a green aura. Okay? And when the young girl, of course, she was of Caucasian descent, touched the amulet, she started to have a vision. And her vision was Nefertiti, okay? Or Neferuatin, okay? Isis and Osiris, okay? And then an Egyptian, was it cobra, came out, and it was black, okay? And it was starting to attack her, but when she had the amulet, right, it just kind of led her out of this cave or this shadow, okay, the halls, because she was protected. So she had guides to direct her out of the halls, okay? And of course she stole it, you know, she put it in her backpack, and she named it Ra. So this is Bassett. Then we got Ra. So, you know, Anubis, Bassett, those are just the coroners. If you think of the divine feminine, divine masculine, we're basically Ken and Barbie. And you know what I'm saying? King and Queen of Swords here. Multifaceted geniuses can do multiple things. Excel in everything that you set your mind to. This is just who we are. If you resonate with this message, like this message. And people got a problem with that. Now I understand the spiritual attack. They made this man lose his motherfucking mind. That's why I said, bring me my Pharaoh. I've been protecting him ever since. Everything that I've been hearing the spirits tell him to do, which is to stay off the internet, you know what I'm saying? Get back one with your heritage so that you can think straight, so that you can gain clarity, get rest. You know what I'm saying? I got fans, okay? I got motherfucking fans, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. You got fans, okay? Let me finish telling y'all about this movie, okay? This show. I should have put it in the thing though, but nobody was gonna know what Theodosia is. Like Theodosia. Like, what is Theodosia? Like, if I see something on YouTube and it say Theodosia, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, Theo. Okay, even that sounds feminine and masculine in itself. So she was talking to her father. I got to tell you about this part because she was talking to her father and she said, what if curses are real and they're not a myth? What if curses aren't a myth? He looked at her like she needed a psychiatrist. She said, do you do you believe that? And she's like, no, it's foolish talk. She was like, at the end of the episode, she said, what have we done? Don't open up that box. Okay? So she ran into the head of Anubis, okay? Cause it was crazy when she had the statue of Basset. No, let me tell y'all how her when they lost their digging permit. And I'm like, how they got a dig permit? Like, why weren't the descendants of these ancient beings, which they know exist on this earth, the first? And that's what led to the curse. So it was crazy because then another the scene changed, right? And it was elitist, right, looking for the eye of Horus, okay? And he was talking to one of his masters, and he said that it's been found in the tomb of Amen Mbab. And they were like, Hell Apet, chaos is here. So I was like, what do they mean about that? So I'm excited to watch the rest of that, because I want to know what they mean by that. But it's retribution. It's revelations. Okay, it's the sick, twisted truth. Because, I'm getting downloads about the meaning right now. There's a lot of things I don't say. Okay? The things that I do give away. Okay? These people, okay? So let me see where I'm at, because I got these notes written down. So, yeah. So they have to go back home, which they live like in London, Berlin Museum. I'm telling you, these people's house was fat, full of ancient artifacts, Egyptian shit. Like, who are you and why does that belong in your house? Like, your kids is growing up learning about, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we know our own culture? And so when they get back, there's a course, it's 1906, so there's a black boy, you know what I'm saying, coming there juggling for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that's just how it looks to me. You know what I'm saying? Juggling, you know what I'm saying, for the Caucasian woman and doing some type of tricks, and she's smitten by his charm, and you know what I'm saying? He's trying to make sure that she's impressed by his, you know what I'm saying, talent and things of that nature. That's what I'm saying. Everything that is visually depicted of our heritage does not have our face. I'm going to upload a side-by-side picture of Akhenaten and Nefertu Aten, okay? That's how I like to say it. That's why, because I'm reading it on how it sounds on Google. So, and you can see those faces, all right? So there was like this magical green energy on these artifacts. Like I said, the cat came to life and everything. You know what I'm saying? The cat came to life and everything. But that was a side note because I just got to tell the brothers, like, come on now. You see the trap. Curses aren't myth, okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then when the cat turned into when Bassett turned into a real cat,